And
What?
to be a man and then vote for a woman is either childish, that person has mommy issues, or they're just trying to be accepted by other women. And I heard the scientists say the other day that when a man votes for a woman, he actually transitions into a woman.
And you are?
Negasonic teenage warhead.
Negasonic teenage. What the shit? That's the coolest name ever!
Just a little PSA. Every single time you, notice that I'm a little bit weird, a little bit socially different, I can physically see it on you. And I'm sure other people can too. Because I don't know why, but every single time you think that you're being slick, you're not. This is how you look every single time, no matter who you are. Okay? We're just talking. It's casual. We're just relaxing. And then I say something and you're like, it's always a little I can see it on your face, in your mind. You're like, oh, okay, now I know where to put you in my social hierarchy. I can always see it happening. And yes, it does hurt my feelings. Bye.
Roses are red. I am very much an intellectual. So not only is your sleep schedule bad, but you're also a homosexual.
Fun fact, anytime you hear a story that boils down to, and then some absolute fool sued this totally innocent mega corporation for ass loads of money and won. Can you believe it? Ridiculous. Some people, right? 99 times out of 100, the corporation super fucked up. The plaintiff 100% deserved that money, and you've just been fed corporate propaganda. Even that one time someone walked into a glass wall at Apple. Apple settles glass wall case out of court, U.S. Glass. The one where an 82-year-old woman broke her nose because Apple hadn't followed proper safety and building regulations. Where this same door that, again, was violating safety codes had already injured other guests and the store hadn't fixed it because they wanted that sleek aesthetic. Yes, even that one. Also, it was settled out of court and Apple paid her the money she asked for. So, the only exception is the guy who sued Red Bull because it didn't give him wings. Know that one too. Red Bull was sued because their marketing for all of time, including the slogan, gives off the idea that it's a potent energy drink, which it isn't. I mean, it has caffeine, but not a special amount. When asked, they doubled down, and constant marketing of something as an energy drink when it's really not is false advertising.
Lately I've been wishing I was 5'5", weighing 99, wearing dies. I'll be a prosthetic, meet your anesthetic criteria. Would you please subjectify me? I'm just a hooker, burning self-loathing. My evidence, my witness. When I'm caught breaking the laws of physics, I wish I could be a girl. In that way, you'd wish I could be your girlfriend, boyfriend. If I'm pretty enough to love back, no, not yet. I wish I could be a girl. In that way, you'd wish you could get my fucking teeth in. Just a little of me. If I'm pretty enough to fucking die.
My brothers, if there's ever a time in history where we're supposed to make sure that we're standing up for our women in history,
Daddy, ta-da!
yes, it looks great. We need to make sure that we do that now. We need to make sure that we are with our women and we're doing our best to stand up, not just for them, with them, behind them,
Okay.
in front of them. Okay?
We need this.
The time is now.
Hey, Daddy, when you take your food?
Can I get the birds on my cheek?
Yeah.
That'll be great. So yeah, make sure that we stand up for our women. For real.
Republicans should watch out going after cat people because, honey, we claw back.
Oh, I should get something to eat.
There is a bill right now that could give marriage equality to disabled people in the United States. Because right now in the US, there is a penalty for getting married if you're disabled and covered under SSI. Your income, the way you get medicines, the way you get food, could be totally threatened if you get married. This bill would change that. Additionally, if you're disabled covered under SSI, you cannot have more than $2,000 at any given time. That means you cannot save money for the future, you cannot earn more than that, which is so dangerous when you have health issues. This bill would raise that cap to $10,000, allowing people to plan for the future. Sign the petition in my bio, call your representatives, let's help get this bill passed.
Very much at all about the history of the Middle East, or frankly about history.
The first secret to the success of the United States of America is diffusion of responsibility. Regardless of the fact that it is one of the younger countries categorized as what they used to call first world, in school, you will always learn about how long ago some people who lived there did some bad things to Black people and a few Native Americans. The president in power has always inherited a failing economy instead of being responsible for it, and the Republicans and Democrats of the House of Representatives and the Senate are always in a complicated and unwinnable game of chess when it is time to vote on legislation that will benefit the majority of people living in the country. The second secret is that the United States does play a mean game of chess with the resources and political stability of less ruthless countries. And then we use the unrest that we covertly created to concoct a savior narrative whereby our geriatric white leader, who still hunt and peck types on all electronic devices, sends humanitarian aid to help clean up a mess of our own making, and then uses the whole story to scare the American people and reinforce the idea that we are in fact living in the greatest country in the world. The pawn of a country that has been used to put on this piece of theater is then backed into a financial corner and forced to sign away the rights to whatever natural resources it possesses, which was the whole reason we started the mess in the first place. And then the nation is sucked dry and the people starve to the point of revolution, and the USA and a few other first world countries frown and say, how sad, and broker another deal to get even more out of the already malnourished shell of the people. The third secret to U.S. success is to never, ever admit what you have done, what you continue to do. Enact laws that create the illusion of choice, and then tell the people that their lives are in their own hands. Let them go to college. Convince them that sharecropping a degree is the path to freedom. Saddle working-class teenagers with debt, half the value of the first home they'll never be able to afford. Did I leave anything out?
Hey dude, I'm so sorry. I think I got your package and I already opened it up, but let me know if this is your stuff. I'm not sure. I couldn't see the name, but okay, Scoob, a size extra small. Florida, size extra small. Fez, size small. And then Nemo, size small. Well, I'm so sorry about that again. I can just put them all back in the box. And I can tape it up, drop it off, or you can come pick it up, whatever is easiest for you. Let me know if that's your order. Please don't sue me for mail fraud.
2008, I did a production of Beauty and the Beast where our Belle was black. It was a regional production, and they were flying in our Belle from New York because she was a Broadway actress. So beautiful, so talented, all very exciting. But on preview night, our Belle gets hurt, so her understudy has to go in. Her understudy is a very traditional white beauty, very talented, non-equity, hasn't done a lot, but very talented. And so she goes in, and the way that our show starts, this understudy holds the book, and she pulls it down, and she looks out to the audience, and the audience just started clapping. They started roaring. We had to actually hold. And this is the first time we've ever done the show in front of an audience, so I just think, oh my gosh, they really love this show. She does the show. She does a magnificent job. She gets a standing ovation in the end, and it's a wonderful preview night. So opening night, our black Belle goes in, our black Broadway actress Belle. She goes in, she holds the book just like the night before, holds the book down, nothing. The audience is silent. We continue with the show. But as the show goes on, this girl's acting chops, her singing, the audience's claps get louder and louder. And by the end, she has a huge standing ovation. Huge, because she's incredible. But the difference is, the white Belle, as talented as she was, had the respect of everyone. Even though she didn't even have the credentials that the other girl did, she had the respect and trust from the audience from the very beginning, the moment she showed her face. And her job is just to maintain it, which she did. Whereas the black Belle had to earn that same respect. Even though she had a bigger resume, had been on Broadway, because she was brown, she has to be better than to prove to the audience that she also deserves a standing ovation. And it's a good reminder that people of color that are put into traditionally white roles are scrutinized so much more, have to fight so much harder to earn even the same respect as someone who doesn't have the same credentials as they do. Both women were incredible and deserve their standing ovations, but it was harder for one of them. With that said, please do your research. Please look up what all of these candidates have done and vote. I'm Team Kamala all the way.
To the white autistic women who are still saying during this conversation, I don't understand social hierarchies. I could never learn social hierarchies because I'm autistic, and I would never use my white woman tears or my emotions to protect myself or hurt anybody else. Do black, brown, and other people of color who are autistic not exist to you? We have been sitting during this conversation sharing stories of how we had to learn social hierarchies, how we had to learn to mask to survive. Or do some of y'all only love the idea of being infantilized if it means you get to skirt accountability and responsibility, which to me sounds like you do indeed know that you hold privilege.
My parents used to be so worried about my brother getting falsely accused of SA when he was in college.
Did you know that on college campuses, the period between the start of the school year and Thanksgiving is called the red zone due to the high incidence of SA? Over 50% of all SA attempts that happen in the school happen during this time frame. So why is it happening during this time frame? You mean in addition to the lack of education from childhood about consent, power, and respect, it's also the fact that countless parties are held during this time to celebrate the return to campus. Also, predominantly European American Greek organizations hold what is known as rush events,
which can encourage significant substance use and risky behaviors.
Freshmen are also particularly vulnerable during this time because of the significant transition socially and emotionally. Additionally, they may not know where to report if an assault does happen. So what should you do? Before you go out with your friends, talk about bystander intervention, which is proven to reduce incidents of SA, which you can learn more about below. I'm also a huge advocate for companies such as Nightcap It, which offer drink spiking prevention products. And make sure you have a solid understanding of consent. If you or a person with you is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, they cannot consent to any sexual activity. Consent can be removed at any time. Also, if someone consents to sexual activity with the use of protection and you remove that protection without their knowledge or consent, that is assault. Remember that sexual violence cannot occur without those who perpetuate it. It's not enough to provide education and protection for prospective victims. It's also necessary to provide education for prospective perpetrators as well.
Just give me 30 seconds and you'll have a direct way to help the people in Gaza right now. Operation Olive Branch and Pal Humanity are partnering together to pilot a family encampment, which means that they're going to accommodate about 300 people, which means like 30 families, with food, water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all the necessities. What is an encampment? I'm glad you asked. It's strategic sheltering for displaced civilians. And it is our job to fundraise enough money so OOB and Pal Humanity can sustain and triple the numbers of the people who are able to stay in these tents. Here's what you need to do. Go to the link in my bio and you'll follow the first link and find the GoFundMe and all the other links you need. Or you can go to OOB's Linktree and find their spreadsheet, which has other ways you can help. It has the GoFundMe and more resources for yourself. The work we were doing to support Operation Olive Branch so far has made this project a reality. And you and I have the power to springboard this to another level just as expertly.
Guys, we are so cooked. We are living in blackmail. This founder spent $1.8 million on the domain name friends.com, just the domain name for this product. Please watch this commercial and let me know if you think it's gonna pop off.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh, man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the
go, let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do that?
I know, the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day. Oh. Sorry, I got you messy.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
You think I care? Look at me. Do I look like I care? Look, just take it. Do I look like I care? Look at me. Look, no, Sharice, look at me. Do I look like I care? Look.
What are the cool girls wearing this fall? What are the hot girls wearing this fall? What are the it girls wearing this fall? What are we wearing this fall? What color is in this fall? Is Pop Over Theory still in this fall? Are ballet flats still in this fall? Are samba still in this fall? What colorway is in this fall? What wash of denim is in this fall? What cut of denim is in this fall? What kind of makeup is in this fall? Is electric blue eyeliner in this fall? Or is no makeup in this fall? What kind of hair is in this fall? Is a slicked back bun in this fall? What kind of aesthetic are we this fall? What color of hair are we this fall? Are we cowboy copper this fall? What kind of jewelry are we this fall? Are we fun, chunky vintage jewelry this fall? Are we gold hoop earrings this fall? What are we wearing this fall? What are we wearing in the winter? And what are we wearing next spring? And what are we wearing in the summer? Sambas definitely still can't be in. What are the cool girls wearing this fall? What aesthetic are we? What aesthetic are we following? Is clean girls still in this fall? What are the it girls wearing this fall? What are the cool girls wearing this fall? I'm a cool girl. What are we wearing this fall?